Good afternoon, grade level leads. This is our first attempt at a flipped grade level lead meeting. Our goal is to do this and integrate some of the technology we have and maybe reduce some of the face-to-face meetings that we need, but still make sure that we focus on our shared leadership here at Meavers and make sure that all of our grade levels have a voice. With that, our other hope is that possibly a flipped grade level lead meeting can turn into a few more flipped classrooms as we celebrate and start to utilize many of the exciting tech tools that Meavers of School of Excellence is blessed to have. So with that, let's pull up the agenda if you don't mind, Ms. Davidson. All right, grade leads. As always, we start with our meeting norms. We're all aware of those. I will not read them. They're all right there. So our first topic that we're going to cover is, as always, we're going to start with celebrations. Since we're doing this flip, we won't do any music while we're doing that. But Serve Team, do any of you have any celebrations you would like to share?
Whoop, whoop. Yes, way to go, Meavers. We're so proud of you for making a seamless transition with the changing of the models on Monday. Great job. You guys nailed it. Teachers and students. Also, Arrival, great job, guys. Thank you for all of your help for making Monday a great day for students and for teachers. We appreciate all that you're doing. You're amazing. Also, too, iPads came. That's amazing. And thank you all for being highly engaged with the training and putting your best foot forward for our students. We're so excited to have all these amazing things happening. And the classrooms have been awesome. Good job trying to introduce centers and nailing it this week, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Davis. I really appreciate that. Any other celebrations anyone would like to jump in there and throw in before we get started?
I just want to celebrate Miss Davis being here this week. It's been a blessing having her here, working with the littles K through 2, seeing her interact with all of our staff in person. Surprising Mr. Austin when she got here on Monday. It's just been great, and I don't want to give her up. I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to keep her forever.
Awesome. I think I shared with some of you that Ms. Davis said she wished the military, and maybe we could write a letter to the military and see if they could make it to where she has to be in Charleston, to which Jordan Coward did write up a letter. I don't know how the Pentagon's going to view that, but we'll see just how much clout he has to get it to where the Davises are transferred to Charleston. Any other celebrations before we move on?
A big shout out to our MTSS team. They met this week and they came up with a great plan with actionable steps to make sure that our K-1-2 students are meeting the goals that they need to and how we can help them be successful.
Yeah, listen, thank you for bringing that up. That was a great meeting. I popped in several times, and one of the things they were kind of struggling at first because I think they were looking for like us to kind of tell them what to do. And once they understood that we had some great minds in that room that really knew what we needed and they felt more empowered to create a plan, they came up with something that's magnificent. And I'm really excited about seeing that put into place as this year goes on. Any other celebrations? If not, we'll hop right into the agenda. All right. The first topic that we're going to talk about is attendance. We had said we were going to come to you with a plan on the mobile attendance. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Coyle to give us an update.
Okay, guys. Mr. Coward and myself are still collecting our data to find out what methods would be best for taking attendance for Mobile A and Mobile B. We did receive some guidance yesterday that helps clarify things for us and makes it a little bit clearer, which we're glad we waited off so we don't have to change that attendance policy again. We are meeting today for our final meeting to finalize that this afternoon, and we will have that pushed out to you next week during the grade lead meeting.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, thank you for that update. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I know everyone's doing attendance, but we're not doing it exactly the same way. And like, you know, here at Meavers, we want to be very tight on the way we do procedures like that. The next topic, if you don't mind, Ms. Davidson, just so the grade leads can see us a little better, let's go ahead and pull down that agenda. They've had a chance to see it. That's perfect. Thank you. With that, for the iPad update, I'm going to turn over to Mr. Schwartz. Schwartzy.
Hey guys, so good news is we have our iPads. I'm really happy that Everyone has the iPads in their classroom. Hey, it's full screen. Awesome. Everyone has the iPads in the classroom. The bad news is you saw how you got your iPads. They were in a box. There was enough iPads for every student and teacher. There were enough chargers for every student and teacher. They didn't come wired, which was a miscommunication. However, we are remedying that. So we have 360 chargers that we've sent back down to Florida to get wired in the carts. They actually arrived, or they have arrived today. I've already sent them emails to keep Meavers in the forefront of their mind, and they will be wiring these carts and sending them back to us. The first cart is estimated to get back October 5th, which is not in a couple days, but the following week we'll be getting our first cart. James and I are setting up so that we'll have 350 more chargers set up and ready to go the moment we get those carts in, so we can ship them out the same day. So we fully expect to have about 22 carts fully wired in 2 weeks. The remaining carts that we are going to get shipped up to us unwired, and James and I are going to stay and wire those. So that way, in approximately 3 weeks, we'll have all of our wiring done, all of our carts done, and stuff like that. I also want to let you guys know not to worry about how we're going to charge those iPads. These carts are fantastic. I've worked for 2 years with 2 different models of these carts. So depending on whichever model we get, I already have experience with them. And I'll show you guys exactly how to nullify the wire concern, because I know that's a big concern for everybody. So we won't have to worry. We'll be able to get our iPads going. And another thing I wanted to make note is the reason that we're doing it this way is so that you guys will never lose your iPads. I don't want to give you your iPads and then say, hey, just kidding, I need those back because now we're shipping them to Florida. I don't want to do that. So that's why we're shipping these wires out like the way we are, and we're doing them in waves to get them so you guys don't ever lose your iPads. All right.
Awesome. Thank you for the update, Mr. Swartzen. Boy, what an exciting PD we had today, led by NEI and Ashley Doty. That was just great, and how timely with I believe the name of it was iPad, WePad, UPad. Maybe I've got that backwards, but it was pretty awesome to see the excitement of the teachers having the iPads and all the work that's going into making sure we get them in your hands, but also make sure we have tight procedures and protocols in place to make sure that our iPads are well tracked and we have longevity with each of those devices. So thanks for the update on that. And teachers, thank you for your patience, but the iPads are here. The next thing I'd like to talk about, and just kind of hitting on this briefly, Ms. Davidson, if you don't mind, maybe pulling up the responsibility matrix that we put together. I have made a few tweaks to this since I sent a copy to Ms. Davidson, but I think it's really important for everyone in the building to know what's the role of each serve team member, as well as the office staff. So we have a document that I wanted to vet through the grade leads. And on that same topic, I have the privilege of being on a committee for CSUSA called the PAC committee. That's the Principal Advisory Committee. And with that, sometimes they may vet some documents through that group. And I really want to do the same thing with our grade leads, is that before we put something out, to give you a chance to look at it and maybe comment on that. So we'll look for those comments a little later. With that, the responsibility matrix, which I see is pulling up now, you can see that we've listed out. If you can't see it up close, I will be attaching this to the Schoology post. You can see that we have the responsibilities for each of the members of the serve team that are listed on there. I've given the serve team a chance to kind of update and tweak some things and give their input. And if you could slide down a little bit, Ms. Davidson. Yes. Okay. If we can slide down, we've got not just the serve team, but also the office staff with the receptions, CSOA, and really the whole team that is the support team for each teacher. So we'll be getting that out in the Meavers Minutes this Saturday, but I wanted to show it to you first. So that is the responsibility matrix. And again, I will attach that to the Schoology post. Our next topic is going to be safety updates for option changes. Before I turn this over to Mr. Coward, it was just really important for us that, again, we want to make sure every parent has a voice and a choice. So if parents want their son or daughter to return back to our school, we want that week and a half or so to make that happen, but we want them to have that choice. So as we bring more students back, there does need to be some changes in the way we do our protocols, for safety in order to adjust for the additional students. So with that, I'll turn it over to, I don't know who wants to take that, Ms. Coyle or Mr. Coward.
Coward can give some safety updates first, and then I'll talk about the plexiglass.
All right,
He wants
excellent.
to talk about masks.
Mr. Coward?
Yeah, so we're going to be, because we have some more students in the building, we're going to make sure that we're all masked up in the classrooms, and as well as in the common areas. And that we've also ordered, sorry if I'm stealing this from Nicole, we've ordered some plexiglass that will be put up in the classrooms to allow us to do some small groups, to allow some more flexible seating, and then also for more safety in the cafeteria.
With the plexiglass, just so you guys know that on Tuesday, they're coming to assess the building. They have pictures of all our different sizes of desks, a type of desk, including the ones in the science classroom in the 8th grade, because they're very different than all the other ones. So once they come here, they look at it, they're going to come up with some models. They're going to bring us some samples, and we're going to get them custom made that'll be able to be more maneuverable around the classroom and more easily readily available for the students, and not blocking their view, making sure that the students are within the proper height for them, and that they're the proper heights for the desk and also for the cafeteria, so we can get 3 littles at a place instead of having 2 per table as we get more students back in. So it's really exciting, and Tuesday's a big day.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that update. And I appreciate the work that's going into the plexiglass. And again, as we get more students, we want to maintain our current procedures and make sure grade leads, make sure that everyone on your teams is still following the expectation with the distancing when possible, the masks in the room, the gelling in, the gelling out. We're just adding additional steps to make sure that we can maintain that safety first mentality with the addition of new students to our building. So thank you very much. Really excited about those changes. The next topic is dismissal. With that one, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Coward.
Yeah, so for dismissal, we're going to ask for teachers' help to create a little bit more.
I think you might be muted, Mr. Coward.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Okay,
you're good.
Yeah, so we're going to ask that there's a little bit more sense of urgency with the students getting to the cafeteria. When we call for a student over the walkie, we needed them like 5 minutes ago. And so if we can just make sure that students are getting up, getting out of their seats, getting down to the cafeteria quickly. A couple of ways we're going to help out with that. If you could make sure that students are packed up and ready to go in their classrooms, that'd be great. And that also, if you could take attendance on the silent dismissal system, so that students who are not here, they might be tied to a student that is here and their name pops up and we're all looking for them. So if you could hit absent, they're not here, that'd be great. And lastly, if you have any students that are repeatedly like popping up and they're not in your classroom, or maybe you have a student whose name doesn't pop up at all, if you could get that name to me so I can go into silent dismissal and look for that and try to correct that issue, that'd be great.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Coward. And, I know that in our classrooms, dismissal is going very well. It's incredibly efficient. It's very timely. But teachers, grade leads, I just want to make sure that you make sure that your team knows that for those of us who are on a dismissal team down there, it's pretty hectic. And we're really trying to make sure the most important things in the classroom, that it's a good environment. And of course, safety first and getting students out to the car. So this is the one time where you hear me say, during dismissal, make sure students aren't doing homework, they aren't working on something else. And as soon as their name pops up, we need them down in the cafeteria, because that means they could be loading up within the next minute or two. So please make sure that we have a little bit of a sense of urgency in the classroom to get them down there to make the job easier on the dismissal team, and also a better experience for our parents. So we appreciate all the help you can give us on that. Again, it's going very, very well. We're closing the lanes at 3:20. We've got last cars rolling through before 3:30. Everything's great. But remember, we only have about 65% of our students here. So we want to make sure that we work out all the little issues that we may have in the system. And we've got a few things on the team that we're going to make some adjustments on. That way, when those students come back, we can still meet the expectation of closing the lanes by maybe 3:25 and the last car rolling through at 3:30. So that's our goal. So thank you very much for the update. Now we're going to move on to the Eager Eagles, and I believe Miss G is going to take that topic.
All right, guys. So all the Eager Eagle checklists and the bingo board got sent out. I know that some of you guys have already put it up, which is awesome. If you'll just make sure that it is posted pretty close to your light switch so that it's all in the same area. We all know exactly where to look for it. If you need another copy of it, just let me know and I can definitely get that ready. We're going to be going around and really checking off on some of those things, like making sure that the students and teachers are all in their masks. On the bottom, there are 3 rewards that you guys can get. We're going to be coming around every Friday with your certificates, with your Jeans Pass or your 30 minutes relief or your drink and chips of your choice. Once you complete that, there's a tier 2 that has some higher order thinking skills and other things like that with center rotations. So just keep a lookout for that and we'll get that done for you guys so you can get those rewards.
Our next topic, sorry guys, our next topic is going to be, and our final topic is the supply update. I'm not sure who's got that, Miss G or Miss Foxworth.
I can do it. So if you guys will make sure that your grade level completes an Amazon wish list, and we will do our best as your serve team to make sure that you guys get as many things on there as possible. I think 3 grades already have theirs posted on the Schoology group. So if you go onto Schoology and you go under grade lead, it's actually posted as a discussion. And so then you'll just post your link there. If you need any help with that, just come and let me know and I can post it if you guys can't find it or anything like that.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Hey, that concludes the our first flipped grade lead meeting. And again, Ms. Davidson, let me know if I have this right. We are now going to take the StreamYard, post the link in Flipgrid, and then we're going to post that in the Schoology grade lead group for grade leads to reply either via post or creating their own Flipgrid. How did I do?
Very good, except I didn't give them a choice on whether they post or use Flipgrid. I told them they all got to use Flipgrid, tell us the celebration, and any questions or concerns that they have in that video.
Got it. Okay, sounds great. Guys, this concludes our meetings. Anything else for the good of the order, guys? That's it. Have a great day.